Hi, my name is Silvia Nabuco, and watch me surfing big waves coming up on Sports Girls TV. FlHi Girls Sport TV. Oh, it's so hard to remember.
She wakes up and takes up a surfboard, heads out from the seashore, from the world and where she lives. She's got no fears or worries at all right there, just the smell of salt water that's in the air, and the sunrise. She's walking on water. She's walking on water.
FlHi Girls Sports TV is brought to you by Hair by Lisa and Nixie. Hair, nails, facials, waxing, bikinis, jewelry, and more. Your one-stop beauty shop in Haleiwa. Surf and Sea for all your ocean recreation needs, including surf lessons, diving gear, and more. By Rainbow Bridge in Haleiwa. Jerry's Pizza at the Old Sugar Mill, serving pizza, subs, salads, desserts, breakfast, and now delivery. Jerry's Pizza.
If you're looking for the best pizza on the island of Oahu, come to Jerry's Pizza in Waialua. Jerry's Pizza has proudly been serving up pizzas since 1988. Stop settling for second-rate pizza and treat yourself, your family, or your team, and sink your teeth into the best pizza in all of Hawaii.
Aloha, you're watching FlHi Girls TV.
This is how you get there. Find the ocean at Surf and Sea. This is how you find the best gear. Everything for the ocean is here. Don't just sit around the beach. Adventure is in your reach. This is how you get there. Find the ocean at Surf and Sea.
Aloha, this is Kori Harvey with FlHi Girls Sports TV, and if you've been watching the 2014 Winter Olympics, you might notice that there's no surfing. So we bring you here today with Silvia Nabuco from Brazil, who has her roots in the Olympics. She comes from an Olympic family of athletes, and she herself at 14 years old was a track and field champion in Sao Paulo, is that right?
Yeah, but I was like a cycling. I was with 21 years old when I was 21 years old.
So in addition to being amazing at track and field, she was also a cycling champion at 21 years old, and then she moved into windsurfing,
and then triathlon.
which she also competed in the Maui Xterra races, which are really gnarly. I have had the chance to see them. And she got into surfing about 10 years ago, and she just jumped right into the big wave surfing. Sunset, Pipeline, Waimea, and we're lucky enough to catch her here today to talk about what it's like to surf big waves. And there was a huge swell that came in to the North Shore, biggest swell in 35 years, and Silvia paddled out. Needless to say. And I know that one of your goals or dreams was and is to win the Billabong XXL Women Performance Awards. You were nominated in 2012. You didn't win, but were you thinking of winning the award when you were paddling out to Waimea? Were you thinking, this is the day, I think this is the wave?
No, I always go first for the fun, for the love of the sport. And what happens, you know. Because if I had the right support and everything, I would put pressure on myself. But I don't have this, I don't have sponsors, so I don't put this pressure. Like, oh, I'm going to have to catch a wave. I don't have a personal photographer or whatever it takes to get like on the top. But even there, I was like lucky to get a good wave that day.
Do you wear any kind of safety equipment when you're out there surfing big waves?
Yeah, before we used to use nothing because like nobody used it's like a safety belt. Before nobody used it. So now we're using like safety vests, which has pads on it, and you can use also the vest that inflates. So if you are in trouble, but in less case, you don't do that all the time. Like, you know, I never did, never had to use it.
One of the biggest swells to hit the North Shore in 35 years, and I know we were all watching it on the watching the forecast and watching what it did. How did it play out?
Well, like the day before was like very big. It's called Big Wednesday, like, but the winds were on shore. So next day, still big, but the conditions were like, it was like all like not choppy, like, but there was a lot of water moving, and that makes the wave not smooth, you know, not clean. It was making like squares, like, you know, like letters. So from the pictures looked easy, but to paddle into the wave was the hard part. So I never had such a bad time, like trying to catch a wave, like to get into it. But as soon as you get into the wave, we're fine. But the problem was the outside was like all like bouncing and choppy. And been training like apnea too. I just yesterday I did like in a pool, a lot of training with apnea.
I'm sorry, apnea?
Apnea, yeah, hold your breath under the water. But we are doing like this kind of training called waterman survival.
What are the kind of obstacles that are facing women, do you think, from surfing big waves?
Yeah, sponsors, of course. So and it's funny because when I see girls charging, I see like on like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, they have more likes than guys, more sharing than the guys, because they did something different, you know. And I think they would think about that, you know, invest more in girls.
You're really an inspiration to a lot of women, and I find you inspiring. And FlHi Girlz is definitely happy to have you here with us today. Keep it real, FlHi Girl Sports TV, Kori, Harvey. Stay here because we got lots of action coming up for you.
FlHi Girl Sports TV is brought to you in part by ASP, bringing surfing to the world. And by Surf Tech, the most advanced materials, the most advanced technology. Surf Tech.
Nice up!
Welcome back, gang. Now let's check out the Surf Expo in Orlando, Florida. Our producer, Banzai Betty, found some interesting fashion there. And do you know what the world's fastest growing workout is? Sup Yoga. Have you tried it? Let's check it out.
I've been teaching it for about a year now. This past summer was my first full year. One of the things that I tell all of my students is you find a point in the horizon, sort of your vantage point. You focus on that, because as soon as you start looking down, that's when it sort of gets pretty tippy. So as long as you find a vantage point, something that isn't moving, not like a boat or something, you should be pretty good, and just focus on that and breathe. And the stabilizing muscles, so when you're just standing, you're sort of used to it, but once you're out there and you're really trying to balance, a lot of the little muscles in your calves and around your knees, those are the ones that we find people get really sore after. I find that one thing that is definitely better is Shavasana. It's the ultimate relaxation. Closing your eyes, being out there on a board, it doesn't get much better than that. So people do find very good results, I guess you could say, from the core muscles. Don't necessarily need a special kind of board. Some people, as they get better, they go for the smaller boards, but definitely for beginners, we want nice big boards so it's nice and stable, and people feel comfortable. It's a Surf Tech Universal. I believe it's a Tough Light. It's a really great board for Sup Yoga, and it's one that we use for a lot of our beginners as well.
Hi, I'm Katie Armstrong with the Ohm Collection. We're from Boulder, Colorado. We're a lifestyle brand that's been picked up by a lot of athletes, especially in the yoga and dance world, and most recently in the surf community, largely because our fabrics dry really easily. They're super lush and comfortable, they wash really well, and they travel great. They pack down really small. This is one of our new outfits. It's really popular. These are the 3-tier pants and the crop cowl hoodie. They're made of a rayon lycra, which is a tree bark. So it's super, super soft. And like I said, it's antibacterial, so it doesn't smell, so it travels great. They're really funky and they move great. I throw mine on after I go for like a stand-up paddleboard session, and they're great if they get wet. They dry super fast. So come to www.theomcollection.com. Take care.
Junior women surfers are making their mark on the pro scene. Let's check out their form at Camiland. Then we meet Hannah Blevins, a 12-year-old girl who is already trying to make a career as a professional surfer. She is the lucky girl who won a free trip to Hawaii. Here she is.
Late one night on the French Riviera, came a lady with the blue-black hair. Told the dealer to give her some chips. The whole casino had an eye on her hip. Walked on up to the back of her table. As you can see, she's willing and able. As the dealer broke her sweat, the whole casino went to place her bet. Jackpot! Whoa!
Hi, my name is Hannah Blevins, and you're watching FlHi Girlz Sports TV. Well, I won the trip through Volcom by an Instagram contest where you had to go into your local surf shop and put on Volcom clothes, and then you had to hashtag Volcom and everything, and then you send it to them and they pick a winner. Well, I won the trip to Hawaii, and my experience has been fun, but it's been really bad weather, so I was hoping it was warm. But my experience has been fun. For my first time surfing in Hawaii, I thought I've done really good, and I just really want to come back every year now.
She had a tattoo on yellow roses. She's from Del Rio. That's in Texas. Her name's Amanda.
think my surfing ability has changed. I've probably gotten better because I feel like once you go to a new place and you surf better waves than where you live, it kind of ups your ability a little bit. I want to become pro. That's my dream. I do want to come back to Hawaii because it's really fun and I hope to live here someday.
Wow, Hannah, you are an amazing little 12-year-old surfer, and we hope that maybe there's a little pipeline in your future. Next, let's meet some women who compete in the Stand Up Surfing World Tour.
There's more size and it is more challenging, and so it takes a bit more, it's not just taking off on a nice clean wave. It's kind of tricky, as Turtle Bay always is, it's kind of shifty. But there's some fun ones out there, At least it's clean conditions. Like a few years ago, it was onshore, just chop, and it was gnarly. So it's challenging, but good too. It's worth it. I came to this event from the very beginning and started off with only about, I think 4 of us. A couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And this year we have 24 girls, which is awesome, and I'm so stoked to just see the sport grow.
Yeah, there's definitely some sets. I was trying to kind of play it safe and be patient because, to make it to the finals you got to surf 4 rounds. So I want to make sure I have enough energy by the end of the day. This is a custom Surf Tech board shaped by Ward Coffee. It's an 8.0 swallowtail. It's a little bit bigger than what some of the other girls are riding, but I'm one of the bigger girls, and with all the water that moves around at Turtle Bay, you need to be able to stand on your board to catch the wave first. That's the first thing. So. But yeah, I have a couple models coming out with Surf Tech this year. I got a new 12.6 race board shaped by Joe Bark. I got 2 kids race boards that are 11 footers. Same shape, but 2 different constructions to meet different price points for the consumers. And I got 2 entry-level surfing stuffs and a touring board as well. So stoked to be working with Surf Tech again this year, and Joe Bark and all of their shapers, and it's a great relationship.
A new sport for me. I really enjoyed it, and last year I tried a few events, and this year I thought to try the whole tour together with the windsurfing tour, so it's gonna be a challenge for me, but I'm happy to be here in Oahu. It's been a long time since I've been here, and this is the first time with the stand-up, so I'm stoked to be here and enjoy these waves. It's a lot of energy. 20 minutes, it doesn't give you much time to get a lot of waves, especially with these conditions with the white water. But it's good. Once you get the wave, I really enjoyed it. So it's been increasing the swell as well. So I'm hoping if I go through this round to get some good waves like in this hit now. I live in the Canary Islands, so it's the Hawaii of Europe. And I came all the way to Hawaii now. So.
I try to get like 2 or 3 just like, medium ones at first, just so it makes me like more comfortable too. So then I'm like more relaxed and like, okay, I got some waves on my belt, and then I try to move out a little bit and get some, like maybe a bigger one or something. I mean, the board compared to some of these girls are on really small boards. I have like a 7.7 right now, and it's a little thicker.
especially for like Turtle Bay. It's kind of a weird wave, so I like using a little bit more of a board than smaller boards. But I just got a new 7.5, which I tried out the other day, and I mean, it's definitely hard at first. You know, you have to like get used to it and a lot of balancing, but once you get a hang of it, it's pretty good.
First place, give it up for Aline Arisaka. In third place in one of her first stand-up paddle contests ever. And she's an ocean warrior. Give it up for Sophia Barlow.
I really enjoy stand-up surfing because it's a challenge and you have to go for it, and every moment you have to be really present. Every movement you make is super pivotal. You're constantly taking in everything from the environment around you, watching the lines that you need to follow just to make it out into the surf and then to catch a wave. And then it's exciting because it's like surfing, but there's this new element of a third balance point, so you can go faster, make it around sections that you wouldn't even think that you could make it around, and do turns that you maybe wouldn't have landed had you have not had your paddle. And it's just a really exciting sport that has roots traditionally, but also there's this like innovative aspect to it. So it's really fun and exciting, really never a dull moment.
And your runner-up for the second year in a row, please put your hands together for Candace. And for the second year in a row, your defending champion, your current champion, please put your hands together and give it up for Nicole Pacelli!
Oh, the waves were good, like the swell was building during the day, and then the waves just got big and bigger. It was kind of hard, but when you got a good wave, the wave was perfect, clean. And I'm happy, I make my hits. The girls were ripping. I tried to do my best, and I'm happy that it worked out. Yeah, I'm glad I got a good result here, and because it's going to give me confidence for the next stop. And I think it's good. All the girls are doing great. I need to practice a lot because all of them are ripping, so it's not easy. So it's just that I'm going to train and practice a lot for the other stops.
Thanks for joining us on FlHi Girl Sports TV and supporting these beautiful, talented FlHi Girl athletes. Please send us your ideas and we will send you a sticker. Aloha and see you next time.
FlHi Girl Sports TV is brought to you by Hair by Lisa and Nixie. Hair, nails, facials, waxing, bikinis, jewelry, and more. Your one-stop beauty shop in Haleiwa. Surf and Sea for all your ocean recreation needs, including surf lessons, diving gear, and more. By Rainbow Bridge in Haleiwa. Jerry's Pizza at the Old Sugar Mill, serving pizza, subs, salads, desserts, breakfast, and now delivery. Jerry's Pizza.
Like a